Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Robinson Crusoe. We're now at the third turn. We've explored some tiles, built a shelter, and we've collected some resources here. So let's start with the next event phase. Draw a card. And that says, Call of the Wilderness. You hear roaring and screams. The forests are not safe. Place this red marker next to the hunting pile. Okay. So this means now that the beasts have an additional strength. Furthermore, there is this book sign. So let's take a look what that means. That says strange mist. Place 2 cubes on 2 different island tiles, including empty tiles, empty spaces. These are mist cubes. No space can take more than one of them. The meaning of these cubes is -1 worker. Is there a camp on the space with the cube? You don't get any resources of that space. The terrain of that cube is not explored, and the action building for the cross costs 1 additional marker, 1 additional worker. So that's what we have to do. To get rid of these cubes, we can build this blessed bell. So let's take 2 of these cubes and, well, I'll place them here. Okay. So we place that here, and we have this. It's called a wild hunting. So if we have a weapon strength of 2, and we place a worker here, we can discard the card, and we get 1 food. If we don't do this in time, we have to place an additional marker like this next to this to the hunting pile. Okay, and then we come to the morale phase. So this time I'm going to collect 2 of these determination markers. Okay, here we go. And it's the resource phase now, and again we get 1 wood and 1 food. And now we come to the action phase. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is first of all, I'm gonna build a brick. Because if I have the brick, I then can build the oven, and that will help me to cancel one snow. And in 2 turns the winter comes, and then there might be snow, and that costs you normally wood and food. Oh no, I think no, it costs you wood because you got to make a fire to get some warmth. So in this case, it's a good idea to cancel that. So I'm gonna try to build this now, and I simply roll 3 dice, and let's hope I'm successful here. And yes, I am successful, but I also take a wound. Okay. And now I simply can place the brick here, and I can turn this around, and it gives me an additional palisade. So that's also a good point here. And then I'm going to build a cross here. For that, I pay 2 of these markers, and I'm going to use this economical construction. So I only need to use 1 wood to build that cross. So I pay a wood, and then I have to roll here, and it's again the same. Have a success, but I take a wound. Oh man, it's time to heal a bit. Okay, but we have a cross now, and now we can place one of these blue markers here on that island tile. And then I do an exploration here on the hills into the dark temple. Friday with the dog, he goes in the dark temple. So now I'm allowed to draw cards until I have 3 of these treasure cards and 1, well, what's it called? Let me see, 1 monster card. Well, let's see what that is. Hope it's not too bad. Okay, here's my first treasure card. Another treasure card. A monster card. Treasure card. Here we go. Okay, so here we have old clothing. Keep this card. From now on, one snow is a rain cloud. Now that's great. That's a very important thing. That can help us a lot, I hope. And then we have this thing here. That's the monster. A giant ape. Okay. He jumps out of the night, out of the dark, and disappears into the jungle. And I have to shuffle this in the event pile, and it then says Demon of the Night, And we have to fight this thing. It has a strength of 4. So we might want to do something about that. We should build some better weapons in the next turn when this comes up. And here we have gold. You find you find a box hidden in the shadow, a casual looking box. You approach it and open it. It's full of gold, of coins of gold. Sadly, gold is nothing worth on this island, so great. But anyway, maybe we can take it to our shelter and play some poker with it or something. And here we have an old, oh man, I don't know, floret. I don't know if this word exists in English. It's kind of it's a weapon, something like a saber or so. Probably there were already humans on this island. You ask yourself if this weapon was of a soldier or belonged to a soldier or to a pirate. You gain 2 weapon strength. And this is actually awesome because now we have a 4. And we can use the empty bottle to gain 2 additional weapon strengths. So in this case we would have a weapon strength of 5, which is pretty great. So we could go hunting, or we could kill this giant ape. It's good enough for our weapon strength, then would be good enough. Okay, so yeah, we can discard this, and the other ones seem to be permanent effects. And we have to shuffle this card into the event cards. Okay, so we're now at the end of the action phase. So that means this this future resource, the brick, goes into an available resource. So the palisades go up 1, and we can now flip this card, and we now have a brick. And it gives us no additional use now, but we can use the brick to build an oven, and that would be pretty awesome, because then we are quite warm, and it seems together with this old clothing we won't have any trouble then with the cold weather. So that's a pretty good thing. Whoop. And so here we are. And now we come to the weather phase, and again nothing here, no problems with the weather. And then it's the night phase. So we have to eat some food. And that's it. So, and I can, well, I could remove this marker. I'm not sure if it stays there or not. Maybe I should remove it, and because I explored this thing now, and I can place it here as a reminder that the next one will be number 2. Okay, so it's turn number 4. In my first 3 games, I was terribly losing. But to be honest, until now it doesn't seem too bad. Maybe I have a chance this time. Let's find out. Let's start again here with the event phase. That says A tree is falling down. Great. Tree is falling on your camp. Every player gains a wound. Well, that's bad. Okay, so this goes down here, and every time when the wound marker crosses this symbol here, the morale goes down, because obviously it's a bad thing to take wounds. And then I have to place one of these, the brown adventure marker here on that pile. And what I can do is I can okay, so that says now clear the tree. So I need a rope and a worker action, and it says discard, gain a determination token and 1 wood. And then if I don't do this in time, I lose another morale. So it might be a good idea to do this, and I need a wood to do that. And so I'm probably gonna build a wood because it's useful, because I also need the wood here to do this blessed bell. So now I take this card and I place it here on the right space of this of these event spaces, and this card here goes on the left now. And I place that one here. And now, if in the next adventure phase I have to place another card, obviously here, and this one, that right one would go here to the left, and the left one then would disappear. And if this happens, this effect here would come into play. And it says place an additional of these red markers next to the hunting pile. And I don't really want that to happen, so it might be a good idea to place a worker here. Yeah, maybe I'll do this. And I gain some food. I don't really need that food, though. Okay, anyway. And, well, let's see what I can do now. We have the morale phase now, so this goes up again. This is the good thing in solitaire game. Morale is not really a problem. And so I can now decide if I want to take 2 determination tokens or if I want to heal, and I think I'm going to heal. I think that's important now. And let me see. I could also build the pot that would allow me to heal during the night phase. Maybe that's a good idea. Okay, let me see what we can do now. During the action phase. Oh, first we have the resource phase, by the way. So again, 1 wood and 1 food. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to improve my roof, because the bad weather is coming, and then it's important to have a good roof. And I think I'm gonna not sure. I'm not absolutely sure what to do now. I have a lot of food, so it might be a good idea to build that pot, because that would allow us to heal during the night phase. I think I'm gonna do this. And then I think Friday we'll go here on that wild hunt. And that's it then. Okay, so let me see, what happens now is yeah, everything's fine here. Okay, let's resolve the actions. So let's start with this. We discard the card and gain 1 food. The premises are a weapon strength of 2, that's the case. We have a weapon strength of 4 and 1 worker. So now the card goes away and we gain 1 food. And that goes here in the future resources. And then we try to build a roof for our shelter, or improve the roof of the shelter. And that was bad. That was bad. We had no success. Oh, by the way, we paid 2 wood here. We had no success here. We took a wound. Oh man. So this goes down and the morale goes down once again. Oh, I'm gonna re-roll that dice, I think. I'll pay 2 of these determination tokens, use my craftsmanship, and I'm gonna re-roll this die. And this time I have a success. Very good. So, yeah. This goes up on 1 up. It's important that we are successful with these things. And then I'm gonna try to build the pot. It would be good if we can do this too. So, yeah, let's roll the die. Oh, before I do this, I have to draw an adventure card, because there is this question mark here. And every time you roll the dice and there is a marker here, you have to draw an adventure card, no matter if you roll the question mark or not. You have to draw the adventure card. If you roll a question mark, though, you don't have to roll 2 adventure cards. You only have to roll 1 adventure card. You only have to draw 1 adventure card. Oh man, and this is a dangerous work. Without good tools, this work is very dangerous. Place the reroll marker and the question mark marker on the field building, on the action field building. So we have to place this here, and we have to place this marker that says if you roll a success, you have to re-roll that die. That's bad. Okay, and then we can discard that card. Now we're gonna try to build a pot, and this is not gonna be so easy because it's such a dangerous work to build a pot. Well, it looks good actually. At least we don't take a wound this time. And we are successful, but now we have this stupid marker here, so we have to roll again. Let's hope for the best here. And again we were successful. That's great. So just to give you a... there are 2 sides which are no successes and 4 sides which are successes. So now we get the pot, and that's very important, because I think it's a good idea to heal a little, and we can do this with the pot. And then we have to draw another one of these adventure cards because of that marker. And that says black clouds at the sky. It's gonna be a hard day. It's raining it's heavy raining. Place the rain marker on the weather space, and then shuffle this into the event deck. Okay, so let's see. We have to place that marker here. It's this one here in the weather space. Okay, so it's now the end of the action phase, and this food goes into the available supply, and here the pot. We can flip that now, and we can heal during the night. If we pay 1 food, we get 1 life point back. I just want to check if it's possible to do this multiple times or just once per night. Okay, it's actually not written in the rules, but I don't see a reason why it should not be possible to do this multiple times. I simply do it. Okay, and then we have to check the weather, and this time there is something. We have this rain marker here, and luckily we improved our roof, because in the weather phase you compare the number of clouds with your roof strength, and the difference for each point, your roof strength is less. You have to pay 1 food and 1 wood. So that's pretty tough. In this case, it's equal, so it's enough. You can discard that marker, and nothing happens. And finally we come to the night phase, and here we have to eat again 1 food. And now, in addition, we can use the pot. And now I'm gonna use these 2 markers here. And they give me 3 food and 1 fur, because I have this weapon strength of 1. Actually, I have a weapon strength of 4. Let's see here. 1, 3 food and 1 fur. That's now awesome, because now I can use the pot, discard these 4 food, they would rot anyway, remember that, and I can heal 4 wounds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely amazing. I'm nearly fully recovered. And because I crossed this morale, the morale goes up again. Okay. And that's the end of the turn. And the next turn will be turn 5. Draw another event card. And that's Chasm. During a hurricane there was a landslide. Your camp is on the edge of a chasm. We have to place a green exploration marker here, but that is already the case. There can always, that's another important rule of the game, there can always be only 1 marker of the same kind on any space on the board. So even if there would be another exploration marker, it's not allowed to place it here. If possible, choose an island tile adjacent to your camp and flip it. We can't enter it. But we can build a bridge. Okay, not sure. I think I'm gonna take this one because otherwise I think we might lose our cross because of the landslide, and we don't want that to happen. So we flip this tile here, and that's good then. And then this this thing goes to the side here, and okay. And I think I made an error. I should have built a rope, because now I cannot clear that tree out of my camp. That's a problem. That's not too bad, but that would have given me an additional wood. Okay, anyway. And now we come to the morale phase, and again we are here and we gain, I will take 2 determination tokens. Okay. And then the resource phase, we gain a food and a wood. Here we go. And now it's the action phase. Well, actually, I've forgotten here the future resources. I've forgotten to place of the last turn. I've forgotten to place them here. So I had another food, and I won't let that rot. So in this case, I can heal with the pot, and now I'm fully healed. Okay, so let me see now. Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to improve the roof of the camp a little more, because bad weather comes closer. Remember, here from turn 6 on we have to roll the weather dice. The weather die. So again, I'm going to roll 3 dice. Okay. So the good thing is we were successful. I had to pay 2 wood, by the way. We were successful. That's a good thing. So this goes up. Take a wound. It's not so good, but it's not that terrible. And in addition, we have to draw another one of these adventure cards. And that says so that says failure. You cannot handle self-made tools very well. Well, that's great if you're a carpenter. The morale goes down. Luckily, this is not really a problem during the solo game. And then you have to shuffle this into the event pile. And then we're going to try to build this oven. And again, a success. And we take another wound. Oh man. But now we shouldn't have more problems with the weather. I think we have quite a good roof now, and we have the oven, and we have the old clothing. So I think we don't need to have any more concerns because of the weather from now on. Because you have to roll only 1 die here. There are other scenarios where you have to roll 2 of these weather dice, and that can be, then you need really a good roof and so on. But here it's not too bad actually. And then this guy is allowed to explore, and he's successful because he's there with the dog, Friday, so he can draw another card. And these are hills. Okay, do we already have hills? Yes, we do, so this is not so great. Anyway, place it here. So that tile would generate wood. We can we draw another beast here, and then it's the second mystery sign here. So that is the altar of death. Oh man, the player that explored that tile gains 2 wounds. Okay. So Friday takes 2 wounds. That's not so good. By the way, if he dies, the game is not over. Normally the game is over if a person dies, if any one player dies. But here, if Friday dies, the game is not over. Actually, yeah, I'm not absolutely sure if he takes that wound, because I'm not sure if he's a player, technically seen. But in this case, I think I give him the 2 wounds. Okay, maybe I will heal Friday. It should be possible with the pot. We'll see about that. Okay, and then we're allowed to draw 2 of these exploration markers. Let's hope for something good here. Well, these are 2 food. That's good. And the cross. Let's see what that means in this scenario. This is well, a decorated bell. This removes 2 fog markers. So we can remove these fog markers. Very good. Okay. So we gain 2 food. Wait a minute. I'm not sure if I did this right. Ah, now I see the point. I think... I'm not absolutely sure, but I think earlier on I placed the food here in the future resources instead of in the available resources. That was, I think, during the resource phase of this turn. And when I healed... I'm not absolutely sure if it was that way. Oh man. Yeah, but it makes actually not a big difference, I think. Okay, so this goes now down here in the available resource box, and then we have the oven now. Flip it here, and well, the weather phase, no problems here, and the night phase, we eat 1 food, and that's it. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. I'm allowed to take 2 additional... What? Yeah, I'm allowed to take 2 food, not only 1. So there is 1 additional food, and I will use this to heal, but I'm gonna heal Friday. I think so, yeah. Okay. There is this additional food because of this marker that I found. That gave me 2 food. Okay, so that's it, and I'm gonna load this up now. I think it's going good, actually. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think I'm doing fine. I think there are no more problems with the weather. I'm also pretty good with my weapon strength. I'm still quite healthy and I can heal easily because I got the pot now. So basically the only thing I need to do now is I need to explore and then to build the last four crosses, and I will place this marker here to remember that I've done that event. Okay, so I guess I'm doing fine. So I hope to see you in the next videos. Until then, bye.